Hey everyone, this is Isaac and welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. And in this video I'm going to cover everything you need to know about the text tool in Photoshop. Let's get started. The horizontal type tool is a default text tool. Click on the canvas to type text from left to right. Doing this creates editable text layers. Vertical type tool. Same as above, but text flows top to bottom. Vertical type mask tool. Instead of creating a text layer, it creates a selection shaped like the text you wrote. This is used to create text-shaped cutouts in images. And the horizontal type mask tool works like the vertical mask tool but creates a vertical selection. This is good for vertical text effects without creating a text layer. When you use a type tool, the option bar appears on the top. Here's what it offers. Here you can choose the font family. Here you can choose a thin, light, regular, bold, and even extra bold and black style of the font you're using. Font size is measured in points. You can either choose from the list here, or you can type it manually. Here you can choose the anti-aliasing. This controls how edges blend. You can turn it off, make it sharp, crisp, strong, and smooth, and if you're on Mac, you can choose Mac LCD and Mac. Alignment. You can choose a center alignment, a left alignment, or align it to the right. Select your text and click on the color box to open the color picker. Here you can choose any color that you want. Warp text. This adds text distortions like arc, arch, bulge, flag, wave, and others. Here you can toggle the character and paragraph panel. This gives access to deeper styling. Here you can choose the font, style of the font, size of your text. You can set the leading, which is line spacing, vertical space between the lines. You can set the tracking, which is letter spacing overall. You could set the kerning, which is a space between specific letters. You can choose the vertical and horizontal scale of the text. And here you can set the baseline shift. Baseline shift moves your text up or down. You can select the color, and here you have font styles such as bold, italic, uppercase, lowercase, superscript, subscript, underline, and strike through. And down here you have even more options, but a lot of these options aren't even available for most of the fonts. Here you have stuff like standard ligatures, contextual alternatives, discretionary ligatures, swash, stylistic alternates, titling alternates, ordinals, and fractions. Here on the right you have text properties. Here we have stuff like transform, where you can scale up and rotate your text and even flip it horizontally and vertically. And then we have character settings, which I already went through. Then again we have the paragraph settings. You can align it to the left, center and right, just like before. And you have justify options. This is full text justification. And you can justify everything, which spaces out everything perfectly. Then we have bullets and numbering. This is introduced for better typography controls. This is useful for making lists. We have East Asian features, which is designed for Chinese, Japanese, and Korean text. This supports vertical writing, includes Mujikumi and Kenten, handles special punctuation and line break rules used in the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean languages. Then we have Middle Eastern features. This supports right to left languages like Arabic, Hebrew, and Persian. This enables diacritic positions, contextual letter forms, and Kashida. This lets you choose between Arabic, Hindi, and Persian numerals. And then the last options we have is the quick actions. You can convert your text to a frame or convert it to a shape. And that's it for this video. If you found this video useful, subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Check the description below for the links of all my socials, and if you have any questions or future video requests, leave them down in the comments below.